I've been using Google's $3 Pixel 4a for a few weeks now instead of my daily driver, the $1100 iPhone 11 Pro Max, and here I'm going to compare its camera to 11 Pro Max because frankly, it is that good. Google announced Pixel 4a in August 2020 without any virtual event or usual fanfare, which is kind of a bummer because this phone probably deserved that. Undercutting Apple's budget iPhone SE by $50, Google's Pixel 4a is a solid phone which packs a camera that can go head to head with any $1,000 plus flagship phone out there, and in some cases can do even better than that. Now before we come to the camera, let's get other things out of the way. Yes, it has a plastic body and kind of boring looks. It only comes in one matte black color. The front design though makes up for it by having a modern design with no bezel or notch and just a punch hole for selfie camera. When it comes to performance, stock Android 11 plus Snapdragon 730G processor means it performs decent enough for day-to-day tasks but not up to par compared to flagship phones, especially when it comes to gaming. In my 3 weeks of testing, I haven't noticed any slowdowns when it comes to casual usage. Screen is AMOLED but doesn't get as bright, especially during outdoor usage. Stereo speakers though are surprisingly loud and very good for a $350 phone. Battery life is decent and can almost make through the day for me on a single charge. I wish it had wireless charging, though fast charging via USB-C is supported. Google has promised software updates for up to 3 years, which is great, but still can't match Apple's 5+ years support on the iPhone. It is still great when compared to other Android phones though. The phone comes in only one storage configuration, which is 128GB. Now 128GB base storage in a $350 phone is a great value to have, though it is important to note that it has no micro SD card slot for expandable storage. Let's talk about the cameras now. As you know, my daily driver is an iPhone 11 Pro Max, and while the camera system on that is more versatile thanks to 3-lens system it has got, in my testing of Pixel 4a side by side, I have found that Google's budget phone is better when it comes to casual shots. When you don't have to think much, you just point and shoot, and more often than not you don't have to do anything. It just works. The color reproduction, photo quality, dynamic range, everything seems to be just on point with little to no editing required. While daytime photos are hard to distinguish between Pixel 4 and 11 Pro Max, it is challenging situations where the differences shows up. Starting with night mode, both takes great photos at night and you can see them side by side here, but I tend to prefer the natural colors and vibrance in 11 Pro Max shots compared to Pixels. Portrait mode is another story though, where Pixel takes the win, even with its single lens camera and no telephoto lens. Mainly thanks to Google's excellent AI and machine learning algorithms. The edge detection, sharpness, and overall photo quality is just better, and this applies to both front and rear facing cameras. When it comes to video, it is fine, though nowhere near iPhone quality as can be seen in side-by-side comparison here. You can see the iPhone video is more stabilized and produces better and more natural colors. The dynamic range is also better on the iPhone as can be seen when comparing the sky on both videos here. All in all, Pixel is a great value. Its camera is flagship quality and there's no question about it. If you buy this phone today, you can be assured that the camera and design of the phone will remain competitive for at least another 3 years. If you are on a budget and looking to buy a phone with great camera today, this is the phone to get. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon to receive notifications about future videos from the channel. See you in the next one.